guys. I'm very happy to be in front of you, but before starting, I'm going to express my gratitude for inviting me in your means of communication, M Media TV. Okay, I think that it will be a thing for all the population, German population, to be aware of what is happening around them. And by the way, I'm going to pray, or let's pray God to stop these disastrous disease that is devastating the entire world, coronavirus. Okay, but let's hope for a bright future. So today I'm here to present you a lesson, a grammar lesson, the passive voice. Okay, you need to have the passive voice. How do we use the passive voice, and when do we use the passive voice? But before starting with the passive voice, first we're going to see the active voice. What is an active voice? Okay, the active voice. What is it? In the active voice, we can say it is the subject that performs the action. While in the passive voice, it is the subject that not performs, but it experiences what the subject performs. For example, have here, I'm going to give an example. For example, have Fatu cleans the room. This sentence is in the active voice. The sentence is composed with subject, a verb, and an object. Fatu is the subject, cleans is the verb, and the room is the object. But here you have a direct object. Now here Fatu performs the action, or Fatu does the action. Another example, Mbai is driving the car. Okay, Mbai is the subject, is driving is the verb, and the car is the object. And this is the active voice. It is the tense that we use most of the time. It is the normal form between bracket, but we use it most of the time. Okay, now let's come now to the passive voice. Two, okay, you have here one, or A, I'm going to put A, and B, passive voice. One, use. When do we use it? Why do we use the passive voice? Okay, it is used when, okay, I'm going to write the definition. It is used when we want to show an interest in a person or things that experiences, okay, and action. Okay, rather than the person who performs the action. Okay, here we are not interested in the person who performed the action, but we are interested in the person that experiences an action. This is the first use. The second use, we can use it again. Okay? We can use it again. We can also use it. Use it. It refers to the passive voice. Okay? We can also use it when we don't know, when we don't know or do not want to express or give the doer, the person who performs, or the doer. Okay, we can use it in these two ways. The first one, okay, it is used when we want to show an interest in the person who is experiencing something, or we can also use it when we don't know, or when we do not want to express or to give or to say the person who performed the action. For example, I say, for this, I say, this house is, okay, no, okay, I say, my grandfather built this house. Okay, look here. This sentence is in the active voice. But if my grandfather does not interest me, if the house interests in me, so I'm going to say this house, okay, was built, okay, my grandfather in, for example, 1964. Okay, this house was built in 1964. Okay, and stop there. I don't need to show or to say the so I'm going to say, I'm not going to use the preposition by. I'm going to say this house was built in 1960. Suppose I don't know who built the house. Okay, or I do not want to express who built the house. Okay. Okay, and the rest is the tense. I think I got the tense equivalents. I think I have given them. Okay. Now the structure, how we built it. Okay. Structure. Now, to go from the active to the passive voice, we have to use to be. To be is compulsory, is necessary. We can't go without using to be. Okay? We're going to have be structure. We're going to have be. If I say be, it's to be. It's an auxiliary. Be in the appropriate tense plus the past participle of the man of the man verb. The man verb is, we say the man verb is the verb that is in the active voice. Okay, we use to be, always to be. To be. We have to look carefully. Okay, we should be careful. Okay, for example, in this sentence, look here, I say, Fatu clean the room. What is the tense here? The tense is the simple present. Mbai is driving a car. The tense is the present continuous. So, I'm going to take to put to be in the same tense, have the verbs that is in the active voice, plus the past participle of the same verb. For example, cleans is in the present, simple present. I'm going to put to be in the simple present, and to be is going to give Okay, Fatu cleans the room. Cleans is in the simple present. I am going to put to be in the simple present. To be is not here, but I'm going to check it and bring it. Okay, I'm going to have is. Simple present is now plus the past participle of this verb. I'm going to have here cleaned. And now subject, object, object, subject. Okay, the room. Okay, the room is clean. And now if I want, or if I know the doer, or if I want to express, to say it, okay, I can put it. Okay, I use by the preposition by plus the agent. Okay, and I'm going to have here by Fatu. Okay, look, you have be in the same tense. You have here be in the appropriate tense. The appropriate tense is the tense that the verbs in the active voice is. Okay, simple present, to be, simple present, plus the past participle of the same verb I'm going to have here is, and cleaned. And the second one, by is driving. To drive a car. Is driving a car or the car. Look here. The most important thing is the verb is driving. And I'm going, hey, what tense is this? In what tense is this verb? Is driving, is in the present continuous. So I'm going to put to be in the simple present. So to be in the simple present, I am going to have is and being. Plus now the past participle of this verb we have driven. D-R-I-V-E-N. Okay, excuse me, my writings are not beautiful. Okay, I'm going to have the car is being driven by You have structure. How do we form, how do we build this tense? Okay, to transform, okay, to put a sentence from the active to the passive, we have to respect this. Okay, you have always to use to be in the appropriate tense, plus, okay, you are going to have plus the past, very good, participle, participle of the man verb. Okay, the verb that is in the active form, man verb. I'm going to explain again. You have to be. Always you put to be in the same tense, have the verb that is in the active voice. For example, here, you have cleanse is in the simple present. We put to be in the simple present, plus the past participle of this verb. And for these, you students, you have to identify, okay? You must know, or you should know to make the difference between a regular and an irregular verbs. When you have a regular verb, you have to add the ed only. When you have an irregular verb, okay, they don't respect any rule. Okay, any rules. Okay, you have to learn them by heart. You have the list, or you go to the lexic in your books, you're going to have them. Okay, for this you have cleanse, simple present, to be. Okay, you have cleanse is in the simple present. Third person of singular, you have s. Okay, if you look here, you're going to have, you put to be in the simple present is, plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, clean, cleans. In the second one you have, Mbai is driving a car, is driving is in the present continuous. present continuous. I put to be in the present continuous. I'm going to have here is being. Is being is the present continuous of to be plus the past participle of the verb to drive. Okay, you have driven. Now, tense equivalent you're going to have here. The tense we did there, we have already done. You have here simple present first. Simple present. The second one, you have present continuous. Okay, tense equivalence. Okay, we can have the future. Okay, simple future. Okay, we can have also the simple past. Yes, simple past. Past continuous. Past continuous. Okay, present perfect. Present perfect. Okay, present perfect continuous. Okay, we can have also the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. Now we're going to we're going to use first the active voice to be in the active form. Okay, to be. Okay, to be. Okay. Present continuous, present simple present to be. We're going to have am, is, and are. I am or am. He is, she is, it is. You are, we are, they are. This is the, you have active voice, I say in the active voice. This is active form. Present continuous. We're going to have am, or. Yes, we can have am, is, are, plus being. Am, being. Okay. Okay, we have am, is, are, plus being. Am, being, his, being, we are being. Future, you're going to have will be. Very good, will be only. I will be, you will be, he will be, she will be, it will be, we will be, you will be, they will be. Simple past, you're going to have was or were. Okay? Was for he, she, it, and were for the rest. Okay, we have also now past continuous. You're going to have was or were plus being. Good. And these words and word, they are just for the third person of singular. Third person of singular, he, she, and it. Present perfect, we're going to have has or have plus been. How do we build the present? How do you form the present perfect? Present perfect, you're going to have or has plus the past participle. And here the past participle of be is been. Okay? Present perfect continuous. Okay? We're going to have has or have been being. Okay, continuous. When we have continuous, we have ing. Look here. Continuous. Ing. Continuous. Again, ing. And here, continuous. ing. Okay, past perfect. You're going to have had. Had been. And last but not least, you have the present, the past perfect continuous. You're going to have had been, being. Okay, this is. Now, we can't move from the active to the passive without using this. Okay? You have to look at the verbs, the main verb, the verbs that is in the active voice. If the verb is in the simple present, use to be, simple present, plus the past participle of that verb. Present continuous, use to be in the present continuous, plus the past participle. Okay? Future, present, past continuous, and so on and so on. Now, we're going to have here NB. When the subject is a personal pronoun subject, in the passive voice, it becomes a personal pronoun object. Very good. Look here. When the subject is a personal pronoun subject, for example, they are I, you, he, she, etc. In the active voice, in the passive voice, they become, okay? Okay? When the subject is a personal pronoun subject in the active voice, it becomes a personal pronoun object in the passive, object in the passive. For example, I'm going to give an example. Example, I say, she wrote a novel. A novel is a book. She wrote a novel. Now, look carefully. When you want to turn this one into the passive voice, the first thing we have to take is the verb. And in what tense is this verb? The verb is in the simple, very good, simple past. Now, if the verb is in the simple past now, and to be is compulsory, is necessary, I'm going to use to be in the simple past. To be in the simple past, we're going to have was or were. Was or were. Okay, I'm going to have here was. Plus, I say, the past participle of this verb. We're going to have written. Written. Okay, was written. And now, the subject becomes object, and the object becomes subject. Okay, we have here a novel. Okay, we're going to have a novel. A novel was written by, and don't forget to use by. When you want to mention the doer, okay, we have to use by. By is a preposition. We can put it when you want to mention the doer, okay? The person who is performing or performs the action, we use by. But if you don't know the doer or we don't want to express it, we can omit it. Okay, you see? Okay, and she is a personal pronoun subject. The personal pronoun subject becomes personal pronoun object. And you're going to have a novel was written by her. Very good, her. And the personal pronoun object, we're going to have personal pronoun object, you're going to have, what do we have? We have I. I gives what? Me. Very good. I, me. You. You. He. Him. Is a, you say his is a possessive adjective. He, him. Okay? She, her. It. Okay? We, us. You, and they. becomes them. They becomes they. Okay, I'm going now to sum up quickly. Okay, I think I can clean here. My grandfather built this house in 1964. Okay, we're going to, and the second one, okay, the children okay, the children had learned the lesson. Had learned the lesson. Here we have two sentences. Look here, the verb tense, simple past, very good. Has learned tense, present perfect, very good. We have to transform these. To look the verb and here the verb. Built is in the simple past. I'm going to put to be in the simple past. Has been is in the present past, present perfect. I'm going to put to be in the present perfect. Okay? Before, okay, we have built, present simple past. I'm going to have, and the subject, we're going to have this house is in the singular. I'm going to put was. And built. We have T. Infinitive, you have D, but in the past participle, you have T, was built. Here has learned, I'm going to put the present perfect of to be has been. Very good. Now, I'm going to add here the past participle. The past participle had been and learned. The past participle is learned. And I'm going to, okay, I put this house was, this house was built, okay, by preposition. Why? Because I want to mention the doer. Was built by my grandfather in 1964. In the second one, the children has learned the lesson. Okay, the lesson has been learned by the children. But sometimes I can omit the doer. If the doer does not interest me, I can keep it. For example, I put the house was built in 1964. Okay? Okay, the lesson has been learned by whom? By the students. Okay? And 3, I'm going to go now with the model. Put structure, how to build now, how to, okay, we can have passive with models. How do we build the passive with models? Okay, the model auxiliaries. And for models, we can have can is a model, could is a model. I'm going to give you just some models. Okay, could do, you can have may, you can have must, you can have ought to, we can have will or would, etc. Will, would, should, etc., etc. How do you build the passive now with a model? To build the passive with a model, you're going to have be, okay, you're going to have model, the model, plus be, plus the past participle. This is how we built it. Example, I'm going to give an example quickly. An example, for example, I say Tala. Tala. Okay. Master. Tala, for example, must is a model. Tala, master must do, must do the exercise. Very good. Tala must do the exercise. Okay, you have must is a model. Now, how to transform this one into the passive voice? This is the active voice. Okay, I'm going to have the exercise. Very simple. The exercise. Here you have the rule. Model plus be plus past participle. Okay, I'm going to write the model must plus be and the past participle of do. Okay, you have done. Very good. The exercise must be done by Tala. Okay, this is the passive voice with models. Now I think I'm going to start to stop here, and thank you very much for inviting me in your group of communication, Media TV, and I encourage you to keep on going. You are in a good way. Thank you very much, and see you next time. I'm going to come next time for another lesson, either with the conditional or the wishes, how to use the wishes or the conditional. Okay, thank you.